We weren't taping before, that's why we're going to start over.
I forgot to pop it out there too.
Come on. Come on, guys, go, dude. Come on.
Baby, when I think about you, think about love. Darling, I don't live without you and your love. If I had those golden dreams of my yesterday, I would wrap you in the heaven, but really dying on the way. Feel like making, feel like making love, feel like making love, feel like making love, feel like making love to you. Baby, if I think about you, I think about love. Darling, if I live without you, I live without love.
Hi, I'd like to welcome everyone back to You Earned It, Now Collect It on how to collect unemployment benefits. Show number 14. Okay. First, I'd like to apologize about the opening there, but there were some mishaps at the studio, so we had to re-record it or start over again. So that's why. But we figured since a lot of people probably are working right at 4 o'clock that it's not going to matter. They won't miss that much anyway. You can't really tell, but today is election, the election 98 show. But there's a Halloween picture because Halloween just got over for people that weren't aware of. Last weekend was Halloween, so we kind of combined them into one show. I'd like to first start off by reading a few letters we got, emails, and some different oddball stuff. The first letter comes from, let's see, I have a bunch of stuff here, so. This first letter comes from Cletus. It says, Sam and Joel, in honor of your top 10 lists, I have written a poem for your show. Here it is. So I'm just going to read the poem and you guys can interpret it as you like. It sure is cold out here, cheeped Susie May, the bluebird from across the street. I couldn't agree more, squeaked Tommy, Joe, the squirrel in his tree. Why don't we go into my house and curl up next to the fire? That sounds splendid, cheeped Susie May, the bluebird from across the street. Superb, squeaked Tommy, the squirrel in his tree. So they both went into his house and built a beautiful fire with reds and yellows and oranges in the flames. And they turned on the TV and watched You Earned It, Now Collect It, and they fell in love. That's the end of the poem, but that was from Cletus, so I thought that was kind of nice that he took the time to write a poem about the show, and it's kind of nice. The next letter comes from Rob, who sent us an email. It says, "Hey Sam, yesterday's Halloween show." This letter was obviously written last Wednesday. I tried to get through, but had no success. He says 2 things to yesterday's show. The former dorm RA who seeks a job where he can control people should seriously consider becoming a police officer rather than making a career with the Boy Scouts. For people that weren't watching last week, we had a guy call in who was an RA and was looking for a job where he could control people when he graduated. That way he could combine his need for a job and money with his desire to control people. As I recall, he was an engineering major, and I'm sure that the police has a need for people with technical background. It says think of all the fancy devices like radios and weapons, which is true, and light devices in and outside the car. Also, they use computers to match fingerprints or to keep a database of criminals. A technical background will be helpful for that. And hey, controlling people is one of the fundamental job duties of cops. So that's a nice tip from Rob for the guy looking to. I think I believe his name was Andy, who was worried about the Boy Scouts. So this says keep it up. It's a really great show. So I'd like to thank Rob for the letter. Next we have a letter which is signed Tom Talkie, but I really doubt it was written by Tom Talkie. He may just be afraid to say his name or her name on TV. It says, "Dear Sam and John," which should be Joel, "I have a problem. My aunt owns a big rice packaging business. She has agreed to hire me and then immediately fire me so I can collect unemployment. I realized I could just work there and be guaranteed the money, but it is a dangerous job and she only hires illegal immigrants to do it. My question is this," and in the letter it says my question is this, and it has exclamation points, so that means I don't know. "Can she hire and fire me in multiple states so that I can collect unemployment in more than one state? Also, I have heard about a lot of good things about something called check kiting, K-I-T-I-N-G, but I'm not exactly sure how to do it. Could you advise me about it? Reflexively, Tom Talkie," or whatever. Thanks for the letter. To answer your second part first, check kiting, I'm not sure what that is. Joel, do you know anything about that? I don't think the thing's on. Sorry for the interruption here, folks. Just a second.
Someone steal it? Okay.
So, it's asked how to do it. That's not really legal, is it? Okay, so we probably shouldn't be talking. You probably shouldn't give advice on how to do it.
I don't give advice on how to do it, but it's just you just
get a bunch of checking accounts and write checks when you don't have money in it.
Yeah, just like from one bank, write a check for $1,000 to another one of your accounts, you know.
Yeah.
And then before it gets to that, before it's drawn from that account,
yeah,
write a $2,000 check for that account.
Yeah.
It comes from.
Uh-huh.
And then before that one gets that, you have to write another check. So you just have to keep writing checks.
Okay.
It takes like 8 hours a day.
All right. So, from the sound of it, it's a lot of work. So I don't know if you want to try it. I guess you can, but it seems like a lot of work to me. As far as the collecting unemployment in multiple states, I don't believe that's how it works. You can collect it in one state and then it can transfer over to another state, but you can't just keep. I mean, they're not going to give you unemployment in Iowa and then say you moved to Illinois. They're not going to give it to you there. It's going to get transferred or whatnot. But thanks for the letter, Tom. And then we're going to read one. We have a couple of top 10 lists here. I'll read one, and then we'll take some calls, and then read some more, like in between calls. Sometimes it gets kind of slow. This is top 10 best excuses. These are written by Joel. Top 10 best excuses to tell your mom what you are doing with your friends when you're really going to drink / stay out late. So, I mean, a lot of people like to do that kind of stuff, and I know I used to get in trouble from my mom. If you can't just say I'm going to go stay out late because you get grounded. Number 10. I'm staying at a friend's house, and you say, don't call because his dad goes to bed early. So that's a good one. Number 9, I have a Boy Scout camp out or a Girl Scout camp out. They're supplying the sleeping bags and the food. Number 8, make a fake permission slip from school that says there's a trip to Chicago, like for a Friday and a Saturday, so you'll be staying overnight there. Number 7, you're going to join a sorority and you have to drink to get in. I guess that also applies for fraternities. Number 6, eat a lot of breath mints. I guess that's kind of in quotes, if you know what I mean. Number 5, tell your mom you're going to your dad's house, and your dad you're going to your mom's house. If they don't live at the same place, then don't talk to each other that much. Like that, I guess that's if they're divorced or separated. Number 4, say you have to work the overnight shift at work. That's a pretty common one, but it's a good one. Number 3, say you're going to a church lock-in, and that's good. Number 2, threaten to move out if they won't let you. And the number one top 10 best excuse to tell your mom what you're doing with your friends when you're really going to drink / stay out late is always remember to not drink and drive. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I got a few more top 10 lists, but I'll read those later on a little bit. But also, one more thing before I put the phone number up there. I actually was at the library the other day, and we've been using this book here, How to Collect Unemployment Benefits. You Work for It, Not Collect It. It's from 1975. But I was lucky enough to find this book here. It's hardbound, actually. It's from 1983. So I do have more up-to-date information, and it can made a little more updated numbers, which I think is going to help people. And it also, like, lists in the book says it's a list of numbers from 1975, and then it says this is how it changed from 1983. So there's quite a difference. You guys would be surprised how much things change in 8 years. So there's a phone number, and then we'll put that up, and then we'll take some calls. But we got a call right now, which is good. Hello?
Sam.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Very good. How you doing?
Pretty good. I like your painting in the background.
Thanks. Joel actually did that. And
symbolism between Halloween and Election Day.
Did you see the start of the show?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was kind of a mix-up. I apologize for that. Can I just interrupt you before you ask your question or whatnot?
Sure.
Joel actually had an idea for a coloring contest. I don't know if you'd be interested in that or how many people would be interested in that, but we just take the picture like that. You know, here's a blank one here. It's not colored in.
Uh-huh.
And we could people could email or call down. We can mail this out to them. Preferably email, email your address if you have email. And we could send this out to you, and you could just write your name and your age. We also have different age groups, like freshmen in college, sophomores, juniors, seniors, and then just color this in and then mail it back in. And it's Halloween. It's like sort of like that, the ghost, the witch, and the ghost. And the pumpkin, but they're in different orders.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know if you'd be interested in that. You don't have to say yes now, but just think about it if you like.
I'd be interested. So.
Okay. Yeah.
I already say yes.
Okay. Then just email down your address. We can mail one of these out to you.
Okay.
Okay. But all right. What's up?
First off, I heard you got that letter from Tom Talkie.
Yeah, I don't think it is really him, but yeah.
But I remember a couple weeks ago. It was quite a while ago, a couple shows ago.
Okay.
Someone called in about Tom Talkie.
Yeah, because Joel had a shirt on. I remember that.
Yeah, and I think they wrongfully blamed him for something he didn't do. He
he said he was all drunk and stuff at some.
Yeah, the wrestling thing.
Yeah.
Did you want what? That
That wasn't Tom Talkie.
Oh, do you know who it was?
I think it was Dave Nagel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm not affiliated with Tom Talkie in any way or Dave Nagel, but I didn't want to see Tom Talkie's reputation tarnished here in the Iowa City area.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if that was incorrect information, I feel bad about that. Because I mean, Joel was really, both the guys thought it was Tom Talkie, so.
I'm not sure. I know it wasn't Tom Talkie.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't want to go out.
You don't want to say 100%.
Sure. I think it was.
You don't want to say 100% Nagel?
I don't want to.
You probably don't even mention the other names.
Yeah,
just say it wasn't Tom Talkie.
It wasn't Tom Talkie though.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if he's running this year or not, but I hope he didn't cost him the election.
Well, we'll find out. I guess. I hope we didn't either.
Because it'd really be.
Yeah, it'd be unfair to him if he lost the election because of something we said on the show.
So I hope that
I hope you're not too late when the voting comes, because today is voting day.
Yeah, that's true. And but
All right.
I'm sure that the real informed voters knew that anyways. But,
Yeah.
But secondly, I do have a question.
Okay.
I collected unemployment in the early mid-'70s.
All right.
And
you sound young. I don't know.
That's just my whole
Okay.
family's like that. I mean,
All right.
the thing being is, I did happen to get laid off from my job recently,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just wondering how things have changed. Like I'm sure there's a lot of different changes in unemployment since.
Yeah, and you saw that I have this other book. That's probably why you called.
Yeah.
Yeah. There definitely. I mean, there's been changes. Like, I mean, things change over the years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can get there's charts in both books, and I can just like let you know some of the differences.
All right, that'd be very helpful.
You worked in Iowa. You were unemployed in Iowa in the 70s? In the 70s? Or what state were you unemployed in?
South Dakota.
Okay. Well, in 1975, for South Dakota, you were probably collecting about $67 maximum. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, it was around there, I'd say.
Okay, you're going to be shocked. As of January 1st, 1983, these are the new laws. $129.
Oh man.
So there's quite a difference.
What was the first year? 75.
60.
No, I mean the year was 75.
Yeah, 1975.
Okay.
So just 8 years later, it's increased.
Would that be about what it'd be now too? You'd think.
Pretty close. It might be a little higher, just because this is
Inflation.
yeah,
Probably.
inflation.
Do they do a year by year adjustment due to inflation?
It says there's a question that says, does the weekly maximum increase automatically each year? And for South Dakota, it says yes.
Oh,
So it definitely has increased from.
well, that doesn't. I mean, I guess that doesn't help me here in Iowa.
Oh no.
Yeah, but
No.
does do that in Iowa?
It does increase in Iowa
Okay.
too.
All right.
Yeah, and I mean I can just read you some of the differences, like just in Iowa alone. Let's see. Like minimum weeks without extension, it used to be 10, and now it's 15.
Oh yeah.
So I mean that's definitely going to help you a little bit there. I mean there's just different stuff like the waiting week. There's still a waiting week in Iowa. No, there's no waiting week in Iowa. So that's, I mean that's what's kind of helpful about this new book. It just it has a lot of stuff from the 70s, but just it tells you what's changed, So I mean I definitely think your outlook for as far as the amount of money you're going to collect is a lot better here, like as according to the 83 book than the 75 book. So if that was your question.
I mean, that's very helpful.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot more stuff, and it'd take too long to go into all of it. Because I mean.
Yeah, I could read these charts for days. There's so many. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is that your book there, or is that available?
This is in the library.
So that will be available to public use after you're done with it.
Yeah, I'm not going to keep it too long. I just checked it out once. Just to. I mean, is it legal to photocopy pages or not?
I think you have to get the author's permission. permission.
Okay, yeah, I might talk to, if he's still alive, I'll try to, talk to him and see if I can photocopy a few of the
Or
charts.
actually, I think you might be able to do it for your own personal use, but if you did, you happen to use those photocopied pages on the show.
Oh, then it'd be,
Yeah.
okay.
But if
All
you
right.
use it for your own personal benefit, then
He was born in 1948, so he'd probably still be alive unless something happened.
yeah. And if the chances are, if he lived to be like to 1983, once you live that amount of time, chances are you'll live to be like the normal.
Yeah, okay.
age.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, so this will be back in the library in probably a week or so once I talk to him and see about the photocopying and whatnot.
Okay.
All right?
You've been a good help, and I'd just like to wish upon you continued success with your show.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, this book it just lists all the changes, different changes from 75 to 83, so that's kind of nice. I also like we have Transformers again. I apologize. I mean, we had a different episode of Transformers few weeks ago, and I attempted to go to the library today to get some new videos for the background, but I ended up having fines, and they wouldn't let me check anything else out unless I paid the fines, and I had forgotten my wallet in my car, so I mean, not that you guys care about my problems, but I wasn't able to get the video, so we're gonna show some more Transformers. Maybe if Joel wants just to put the Transformers up so you can hear it if he's paying attention back there. But I'm also gonna, between calls, I thought I'd read someone forward us a list of Halloween questions, different Halloween questions. So I thought I'd just read those between calls since it is close to Halloween still. And before I get started on these, the person that forwarded me these maybe was in a hurry because there's a lot of mistakes, just like wrong words and stuff spelled wrong. So I'm just going to try to make the adjustment as best I can because a lot of times they spelled the name wrong or okay, it says question, what do witches use on their hair? And there's a question mark. And the answer they have written down is scare spray, S-C-A-R-E. But that should be, I think, I mean, this is just my opinion, it should be hairspray, H-A-I-R, hairspray. So these are just Halloween questions, because witches are to do with Halloween. I mean, it's not like a joke or anything, just I don't know. But who won the skeleton beauty contest? That's the question, and the answer is nobody. Nobody. Yeah, they have 2 words. Nobody. Is that right? 2 words. Nobody. Huh? Oh, no dash buddy. Nobody. Who won the skeleton beauty contest? Nobody. Yeah, because there probably was some. I mean, how do you really distinguish between a good look? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. What do ghosts serve for dessert? And the answer they have down is ice cream, but they accidentally just, because the C and the S are sort of by each other on the keyboard, they accidentally added an S. It should just be ice cream. What monster flies his kite in a rainstorm? The answer is Benjamin Frankenstein. That's just part of history. That's right, Franklin, right? Frankenstein. Benjamin Frankenstein. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard because these are so misspelled and whatnot, but I'm just... Okay, we have a call here. Hope you guys like those. I can read some more later if you do. Hello?
Yeah, what's up, Rift? Hey, I think I saw you downtown Iowa City this weekend. Were you there, Sam? Were you the Unabomber?
I was actually a newspaper guy.
Newspaper guy?
For Halloween, is that what you're talking about?
What's up?
For Halloween?
Yeah, Halloween.
Yeah, I was just a newspaper guy.
You looked like a Unabomber. I thought that was a real sweet costume, actually. Remember me? I was at that little freaky cheerleader prancing around downtown. We were talking to you. Remember me?
Yeah, did you guys win some prizes for that costume?
Oh yeah, we won a lot of crazy stuff.
I thought you guys told me you won like $500 or something at the Union.
No, one of my other guys, one of my buddies, was a cheerleader. He won $500, but that's
oh, really?
He's wearing a thong and stuff.
Oh,
But
yeah, that's
on
worth
your
it.
top 10 you were just talking about, you know?
Yeah.
One about, like, sneaking out and drinking and stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, like, one of those ones was about, like, the church, and you, like, sleep lock-in at the church.
Yeah, so you went to a church lock-in? You ever been to one of those?
Well, I want to say it really doesn't work, because, like, one time we had a church lock-in,
Yeah.
and, like, me and some buddies went there, and, like, we brought, you know, some grass and kegs and stuff.
Yeah.
And we went there with some prostitutes, but they ended up busting us, and so my mom got mad at me.
Okay, so that probably won't work.
Yeah, so that one, that really wasn't the best of plans, you know?
Yeah.
So, hey, I got another question, too.
All right.
Where do you get your haircut at? I like that fade up.
Fade up?
Yeah, your fade. You know, your haircut.
What's that mean, fade, though?
You know, your fade. You know, like the fade with the clippers.
Oh, I don't know. I just did it myself one night.
Do you use the Flowbee or what?
The Flowbee?
Yeah.
I have that, but I haven't used it yet.
Oh, you got the Flowbee? Tell me how that works next time you use it.
Yeah, it supposedly works pretty good. I mean, my aunt had it. That's why I got it. She cuts all her hair and all her kids' hair, so.
Another thing, you say your show's about, like, you know, people not remembering names.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't remember my name.
That's.
But the thing, the only time I don't remember my name though is when I'm like tripping out and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I can't even talk then, and I can't remember my name, and you know, people ask me, and I get all delusional.
Well, if you can't even talk, then the book probably not gonna do you any good.
Yeah. And I think that thing in the back, that Transformers, is real rad.
All right.
All right. T.J. Hartman's queer. See ya.
All right. What?
You don't actually go to lock-in either.
Yeah, I know. He didn't get it. You don't go. You just say you're going to a lock-in. But that reminds me of a story. I went to a lock-in one time, and supposedly, like, the rumor was around town, this is the hardest lock-in to break out of. Like, you had to stake through bathroom windows and stuff. But we ended up just walking out the door, and I think we went and got hockey tickets or something. They're giving free hockey tickets away at the mall, one of the malls, or the grocery stores. So that's, I mean, it wasn't that hard to. The point I'm trying to make is if you have to go to a lock-in, it's not that hard to get out, really. Hello?
Hey Sam, what's going on?
How's it going?
I was watching last week's show, you know.
Yeah.
And you were helping people that were having problems with their majors. And
oh, that one guy, yeah, he wanted to know what he could do.
Yeah, Andy with the RA.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I actually lived on Andy's floor.
Oh, really?
Year.
Yeah. Did he like? Is he big into like being powerful or what?
Oh, he pushed people around once in a while, but just when they're getting out of line.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess all RAs do that though.
Make a career out of it. I don't think he was that good at it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, I was wondering if you could help me if you're helping people figure out what they can do with their major.
I can try. I can't guarantee anything.
All right. Well, my name's Rob, and I'm a film major here.
Okay.
University of Iowa.
All right.
And I really enjoy it, but the problem is I'm not very talented.
I'm making films.
And like my professors don't give me very good grades, and my friends don't like my movies, but I like doing it. But I'm not very good at it. I was like, can I film those napkin videos, or do you know any information about that?
The napkin videos, that's a good question, because I mean that obviously doesn't take too much talent there.
Yeah.
I mean, why don't you get very good grades?
Well, I think when I make them, I think they're good films and whatnot. But then I turn them in, and my professors just rip them apart. I get like D's. I think I get like sympathy D's.
Right.
Like they just want to pass me to get me out of their class.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, with the napkin videos, you have to actually know how to fold napkins too.
Yeah, I mean, but I think the guy filming the napkin, he might not be folding. He's just doing the camera work. That's what you're talking about, just the camera work aspect.
I kind of want to be the director of the napkin video.
Yeah, that might be tough because you have to actually know how to fold those napkins.
Well, I can hire somebody to fold the napkin.
Well, it's a lot about who you know, because I mean, the guy in the napkin video, like, he's world renowned for owning a restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, if you know people like that know that kind of stuff, then that's going to work out fine. But I think, yeah, the key is you got to be able to find good actors. You know, I don't know how the people you know, if they're good actors, or I mean, is that what you use? Just your friends in the videos, or?
Yeah, friends and whatnot. It's really frustrating because I think they're good, and I turn them in, and they just turn out crappy.
Yeah.
I'm barely passing. I'm almost out of here.
Do you ever talk to your professors about?
No, I kind of hold a grudge, so I don't usually.
Yeah, maybe you should talk to your professors and maybe they can give some tips. You know, like, well, this is what's wrong with your video, and you know, just.
Well, I read all the comments, but they're. I mean,
Yeah, you think.
My friends like tease me and they said I should make pornos, but I mean, I'm not really into that at all.
Yeah, that can get kind of expensive, because I saw some show where they have to pay the girls like $500 a movie or a scene. I don't know. You have to pay by scene. And I don't know. That could get kind of expensive, especially if you're just a college kid.
Yeah.
Unless you had some money from your parents or something, you could possibly, you know, go out to Hollywood and start doing that work where you can afford to get, you know, pay the girls.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah, I mean, I just
besides like making napkin videos or anything with a film degree, I mean, it's kind of a worthless degree anyway, I guess.
yeah, I mean, the thing is, that's like I said, I think you probably have the talent to do the napkin videos if you know the people. So, I mean, I just try to talk to, maybe like work with some people, like other people in your classes, you know, and just see if you can, you know, maybe like be the co-producer or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just something you can learn, you know, and learn how to what to learn the ropes, like they always say.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thanks for your call.
Yeah.
See ya. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know a lot about majors, so I don't want to, you know, be saying the wrong things. But Joel, you want to put the video? Just put the video up, you know, so people can watch.
Trailbreaker! Here, Prime! Activate your force shield and take a shot at that fire! I'll give him a hit! Almost, damn it! There! Catch! I don't know who you are, but you saved our lives. We're Autobots. We're from Cybertron, a planet far from Earth.
Another planet?
Just,
That's awesome.
Those who try to harm you are called Decepticons. We must stop them before they destroy your world.
Can we help?
We are the only ones who can stop the Decepticons.
But my son Spike and I know more about Earth than you do.
Maybe you can help
Number
us.
5, Melissa. Number 4, Cindy.
The Autobots
Number 3,
are a
Laura.
highly advanced form
Number
of
2,
robot.
Becky.
I
And
don't
Joel's
really know if they're
number
from
1
the
friend is
past
Tara.
or the
So. Why not? No, I just read Joel's top 10 friends, but I feel kind of dumb reading them again since I just read them. But if you guys couldn't hear them, I could do it. What? Should I read it again? Okay, this is Joel's top 10 friends. These are just by Joel, first names only. Number 10, Vince. Is that right? Number 9, Sandy with a Y. Number 8, Amy with a Y. Number 7, Rachel. Number 6, Jenny with a Y. Number 5, Melissa. Number 4, Cindy with a Y. Number 3, Laura. Number 2, Becky with a Y. And the last one is Tara. Or that's number 1, I guess. I shouldn't say last. It makes it sound like that's the last. Number 1, Joel's top number 1 friend is Tara. Call. So, I mean, that might not be too interesting to some people, but I guess Joel wants to brag about having friends. Hello?
Hey, Sam.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
Not much, just hanging out. What's up with you?
Nothing. Hey, I wanted to hear your feelings on the Iowa football team this weekend.
I don't think they were on TV, were they?
No, they weren't actually, but I mean, they got slaughtered.
Well, I woke up like in the middle of the day and I turned on the radio and they said something about the score being 29-0, so I just went back to bed.
So you think this is gonna be Hayden's last year, or?
Probably not. I think it should be, but it probably won't be. Are you on the team?
No, I'm not actually. Just a fan.
Okay, because that'd be nice if someone on the team called in and you could talk about what they said in the locker room, because I don't really know what Hayden said. He might have said he's going to retire. Because a lot of times coaches tell their players first that they're going to retire, but they don't want to, you know, tell the media.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know anyone on the team, do you?
Actually.
You don't?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much I like football anymore, because I don't really understand the rules that much. I mean, I like it, but sometimes I get confused and it just gets kind of boring, you know?
Hey, how do you feel about the NBA lockout? I mean, you think the players are just being greedy, money-hungry jerks, or, I mean, the owner's the ones to blame? You been following that at all?
No, they're not going to play right now, are they?
They're not going to what?
The NBA's not playing? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, yeah, the lockout.
Yeah, I don't think they should have to pay him that much.
Well, what do you think it's the owners or the players?
Which one do you like?
Actually, I think the owners are probably the right right ones in this situation.
Yeah, the owners.
They got to understand that they're employees first off, and the boss always makes a hell of a lot more than the people that are working for him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, the owners are probably. I think they should win the lockout.
Yeah, I think so too. So hey, listen,
right.
I wanted to ask you, how do I remember the name Beelzebub? Is that in the book?
How do you spell it?
Beelzebub? You know, the devil? I'm really not sure how to spell it.
I can look. Was that a popular term back in the 70s?
Beelzebub's been around forever.
Have you ever heard of it, Joe?
Never heard of it.
We can look in the book and see if it's still there.
Okay.
Do you know how to spell it?
I don't have. I'd say BH something. I'm really not sure to tell you the truth.
Just looking at BHs, you know.
How about the name Chris? Forget the Beelzebub. I think that'll take too long.
Barnaby. It's about the only, that's the closest thing to it. Bertram.
How do you remember Bertram?
Oh, I've lost it. I can't remember how it was.
Just look.
Bought, B-O-U-G-H-T, Ram, R-A-M. Bought Ram, all small letters.
Oh.
Chris, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, there's 3 of them. Number 1 is Cross with a small C. Number 2 is Kiss with a small K. Number 3 is Grist. I have no idea what that is with a small G. Can you hear me with the microphone off?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot that I didn't put it on. So that's the 3 for Chris. I don't know what you think of those.
No, thank you a lot. That really helps. I guess I'll see you guys later. Take care.
All right,
Thanks
bye. I'm glad we at least helped them.
One thing. I have never heard of John.
Yeah. This book doesn't have all the names, obviously, because it didn't have BL to B or whatever. But, I mean, it's nice that it has Chris at least, because it helped him part way. Let's see. Yeah, like Chris Cross. I don't know if you guys remember. Or Christopher, that's a synonym for Chris. You can use this, Grist, like G-R-I-S-T, that's the same from Chris. And then space, Fur, F-U-R. Grist, Fur. Okay, and then another one is Kistifer. I kind of like that one. Like K-I-S-S-E-D, Kist, new word fur, F-U-R, Kistifer. That's for Christopher, which is pretty kind of same as Chris. We have a call though. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Sam? Is this Sam?
Yeah.
It's Richie.
Richie?
Yeah, what's going on?
Not much. What's up?
What's up? Hey, I'm calling about this porno stuff I hear.
Yeah?
What's my question? All right, you know that last caller said something about that Artman guy was queer?
Yeah?
Did you hear that?
I didn't know what he meant.
Well, you know, like, I swear he was in a gay porn, that's why he's queer. I know this man.
All right, thanks. I don't know. 'Cause I don't know that guy, so I don't think it's fair that we should. It's sort of like the Tom Talkie thing. I kind of learned from that unless the person's here and we have definite facts that we should be able to talk, that they can talk about on the air, because I don't know this guy, and that might be what he does for a living. That's fine, but I don't really want to, just let this guy go on and on. Sort of like the Tom Talkie thing, and find out that it's not true, and then that just kind of, that's inappropriate. But I'd like to thank Richie for watching. Got another call though. Hello?
Sam.
What's up?
How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
That's good.
Got an unemployment question.
All right.
Just wondering if I can get some unemployment wages. I'm doing an internship in Des Moines.
Okay.
Next spring, which starts in January.
Yeah.
It's unpaid. I don't get any money for it.
Yeah, that's tough.
And I was just wondering, we're gonna be working 40 hours a week, so I won't be able to pick up a second job.
And you'll be getting no money for that.
Exactly. I was wondering and I'm actually still gonna be considered a student here. I was wondering if I could collect unemployment while I'm doing my internship.
So you're getting you're still get some extra hours for it or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. there was another call like this a while back, and I think Joel went down to the unemployment office to do some research. But
what did you find out?
I guess technically, if you're in school, so you're still registered, you can't. Students aren't eligible for unemployment.
Is that right?
Yeah, just because.
Well, that's
just because like you'll be going to school, but you won't be actually looking for a job,
Yeah. Well, when you go to school, you can still pick up a part-time job.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing this intern, I'm doing so many hours.
Yeah,
it's to pick up a job.
Really totally unfair.
I'm not make any money.
Yeah, the guy that called in earlier, like his mom gave him money, but I don't know. That's kind of a cheap way out.
Every hour of class you have is 3 hours of homework.
Yeah, but how does that fit into unemployment? Joel said, I don't know if you ever heard that every hour of school that you go to, you're supposed to do 3 hours of homework.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why it's tough to get a second job. Yeah, but I don't think you can get unemployment, so I don't know if you want to talk to your mom or dad about maybe getting money.
They probably won't help me out there.
Yeah, because I think that's totally unfair. I think people should go to vote and write that in the ballot that rule should change. But until then, there's nothing really we can do.
Cool. Yeah. I was reading in the paper today.
Yeah.
About how Iowa State, their football team, they beat Iowa.
Yeah.
And that's about the only game they've won this year.
Oh, really?
And they're trying to get their coach, get him out of town.
Get him fired?
Yeah, get him out of there.
Yeah.
Well, heck, he beat Fry. He beat Iowa this year.
So
where does that put Hayden Fry?
If they're gonna fire him, then that means Hayden Fry probably couldn't even coach Iowa State. I think that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, exactly.
So if they
that leaves Hayden.
If they fire the guy at Iowa State, they probably I don't know, they should probably fire Hayden Fry then.
He did a better job than Hayden this year.
Exactly.
Oh well.
All right, thanks for your call.
Take care.
Hey, good luck.
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah, Joel went down to the unemployment office. If he wants to come out and talk about that, he can. But yeah. It might have changed, since Joel went down there. But if you guys want to go down there and if you want to go down there and talk to him about this rule, about as far as being in school and still getting unemployment, I suggest you do that. Hello?
Shit, I'm too close to the TV again.
Yeah.
Okay. So I did you guys' charts.
All right.
Sam, you're an Aquarius.
Yeah.
With Sagittarius moon. And your Aries and Venus. And your Mars and Aquarius. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I move away from the TV?
Yeah, if you can. If you have a cordless phone or something.
Oh my God. I'm trying to get away from the TV.
Do you have a TV in every room?
Yeah, I'm going in a different room.
Okay.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to read a little bit about, everybody, both your sun signs and your moon signs, and then your Venus and Mars.
Okay.
And those planets determine, love stuff, and that's the shit that people find more interesting than anything else.
All right. Not more interesting on employment, though, just more interesting than other stuff in the book.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Okay. Aquarius, intellectual independence is your most marked characteristic. The sign of Aquarius, in the sign of Aquarius, the combination of a fixed quality and an air element under the influence of the planet of change creates a personality that is liberal, progressive, yet fixed in opinion. Your inflexibility shows up when others least expect it. It may be in defense of an idea you have, or a trip that you've decided on, or a habit that you refuse to give up. Whatever your cause, someone will suddenly come in conflict with your Aquarian, how obstinate you are and stuff.
Yeah. It's like you and smoking.
What?
It's like he smokes. That's probably
for real?
Like a habit.
Okay, now I'm going to read your moon sign.
I'm trying to quit it.
Huh?
I'm trying to quit it, though.
No, you're not.
What?
Nothing. Okay.
I was talking to him. Go ahead.
Okay, your moon is in Sagittarius.
What's that mean?
And this means that you are fond of open spaces, travel, and new people and different surroundings. Among one of your most winning traits is adaptability.
True.
And at times you can be quite careless and reckless. Since you believe in your luck, you tend to abandon yourself to whatever fate has in store. And your Venus is in Aries. So that also means that you're attracted to girls with Aries qualities or whatever.
That's true.
And this also means that it gives you an impulsive of love nature, and you are the kind of person who falls in love at first sight and never thinks once before following the dictates of your heart. You are strongly sensual and feel that you're most complete when you're emotionally involved with someone. Physical appearance is what first attracts you, but you sustain a love affair after you find mental compatibility. Does any of this sound like...
Sounds pretty accurate.
Okay, and the last one is, for you, is your Mars is in Aquarius, and that means in Aquarius, the energy of Mars is expressed on a mental plane. You're quick in your actions, but before you act, you must be committed intellectually. You tend to be very people-oriented and involved in a variety of projects. There's an element of reform or fighting for freedom in your outlook. High-strung and unpredictable, you struggle between wanting to do things alone and getting involved in group activities.
Yeah, I like groups too.
Okay, Joel, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. You're a Taurus, and that means that you are a fixed sign, which means its natives are not fond of change. You simply cannot be rushed into anything new. A different approach creates unease and anxiety in you. You're most comfortable and secure with the familiar, and your attitude might be summed up as, if everything is working fine the way it is, why try something new?
Want to hear an example of how that's true?
What?
Want to hear an example of how that's true?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, my sophomore year in high school, I moved from East Dubuque to Dubuque, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to go out for the basketball team, and I didn't know anybody at the school, and I didn't really want to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I my mom bought me some new shoes, and she said if I went out for basketball, I wouldn't have to pay her back.
Yeah.
So I went over to the school to play, but I didn't really want to. But it ended up I didn't have to because I couldn't find the locker room. Because the school was a lot bigger. So that's how I just thought I'd give you an example of how what he said is true.
Also for Taurus, there is a soft and gentle side to your personality, ruled by Venus, the goddess of love and beauty. You are endowed with genuine creative gifts, responsive to color and design, and inspired by art and music.
You saw the thing I put in the background, didn't you?
What?
You saw the picture I drew today, didn't you, in the background? You didn't? I'll put it up later.
Okay.
It was coloring, though.
I colored it in and stuff.
Awesome. You also have your moon in Capricorn, which means if you have your moon in Capricorn, you have an alert mind and are very eager to learn. However, you're not interested in vague theory. You want to put your knowledge to use. You're a determined person, but your single-mindedness can sometimes turn into an obsession. You pin your hopes on one idea, turn all your energies in one direction, and if you fail, you may suffer serious depression.
Yep.
Your Venus is in Gemini. That means you're attracted to chicks who have, like, Gemini qualities.
I'm attracted to girls.
What?
I'm attracted to girls.
It also means that if you have your Venus in Gemini, you have an intellectual rapport with someone before your affections begin to blossom. Basically, you have a lighthearted attitude towards love. Intense, heavy emotional commitments are like an anchor around your neck. You have such a wide range of interests that your lover can't just be the single focus of your life. And you also have your Mars in Pisces, and Pisces is an emotional sign, and your strengths with Mars in Pisces is your power to stir the feelings and grab the emotions. If you have Mars in this position, you may be noted for your compelling imagination. Many artists, writers, and actors have their Mars in Pisces. Enormously receptive to your environment, you store impressions in your subconscious and then produce them at the opportune time. Anyway, there's a whole lot more, but that's just like a brief example of what an astrological chart is like. So.
Well, thanks, because that kind of helps people that watch the show know a little more about us.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, I'll show you my artistic side. I'll put the picture back up.
Okay, right on.
All right. Well, thanks for doing that for us.
Yeah, no problem.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. So we'd like to thank for that. Yeah, because a lot of people just see us see me sitting up here in these pants and say, well, he must like different colored pants or something like that. But there's really more to me than that, obviously. But I'll read some more Halloween questions since Halloween's almost coming to an end. It's sad because you have to wait a whole nother year until I'll read these again, if I'm even still around then. Okay, this one says, why do ghouls and demons hang out together? Like it's a question. The answer is because this is totally screwed up. It says because demons are a ghouls' best friend. And I know I was like thinking, well, that doesn't sound right, but I'm like, where have I heard that before? But then I saw a commercial on the TV the other day, and it says because it's supposed to be because diamonds are a girl's best friend. I mean, I don't know if that's a figure of speech, but so okay. Hello?
Hello?
What's up?
Not much. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Do you like the Halloween questions?
Yeah, dude. I was wondering, how come? Don't you know that they're spelled right?
What's that?
That they are spelled right? That's part of the joke?
These are just questions. They never say anything about jokes on the forward. It just said Halloween. You know, said something for Halloween.
Yeah, but like how the ice cream and stuff, how that's.
Yeah, he had it in an S.
The what?
You mean ice? It's supposed to be ice cream, right?
No, it's supposed to be scream because that makes it like a Halloween type.
Oh, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Cause like I just thought, cause like some things are just normal. Like, how can you tell when you're in bed with Count Dracula? It says because he has a big D on his pajamas. Like, there's no mistakes there. I just thought that sometimes he had mistakes and sometimes didn't. But I mean,
because I read him in a joke book before.
Oh, really? 'Cause I kind of get it now because I scream like when you see a ghost, you scream.
Yeah.
Is that what? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and the one with like the body, it's because skeletons don't have bodies, you know.
Yeah, but the way they put it, it's like nobody. I don't know. Yeah, but okay.
But hey, dude, I've never seen your show. What's this about?
It's the show is about how to collect unemployment.
Oh.
And how to remember people's names.
How to remember people's names?
Yeah. Did you want to learn a name or something?
Can you look up mine?
Sure.
It's Rachel.
Okay, just a second. It's just a little book that gives you ideas how to remember it. Rachel?
Yeah. And is your name Sam? Because I didn't hear it.
Yeah, Sam. That's right.
Okay.
Is R-A-C?
H-E-L.
Okay. Yep, there's two of them in here. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, the first one is, there's two words. The first one is R-A-Y space shell, like the seashell, S-H-E-L-L.
Okay.
Like Ray Shell.
Yeah.
The second one is R-A-Y, like R-A-Y, space chill, C-H-I-L-L, like Ray Chill.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just, I think this book is like, the book's about remembering people the key to success. And I think a lot of times when you meet new people, like sometimes they can't remember your names, you know, but this is just a way to like, to get your head thinking about names. It's just kind of a nice book. It was written kind of a while ago, so a lot of times the names aren't in here, but Rachel's a pretty common name, so.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, and I was also wondering if I could send in some artwork because I'm an art student here.
Oh, sure.
Would put it up in the back.
Yeah. That'd be cool. If you want to stay in the line.
Okay.
And talk to Joel and you can get some information from you.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks for the call. Bye-bye. Yeah, that'd be cool if we got some artwork, because, I mean, right now all we have is Joel's, but, I mean, it's still good. But we have about 5 minutes left of the show, so not very much time. But I just I hope the people that watch the whole show might be kind of bored by this, but I just wanted to read this poem again. I was sent in by Cletus, because, I just kind of liked it, and because I think it kind of portrays a great image for the show. So I'll just read this one more time, if that's all right with everyone. It sure is cold out here. Cheap Susie May, the bluebird from across the street. I couldn't agree more, squeaked Tommy, the squirrel in his tree. Why don't we go into my house and curl up next to the fire? That sounds splendid, cheeped Susie May, the bluebird from across the street. Superb. That's superb, squeaked Tommy, the squirrel in his tree. So they both went into his house and built a beautiful fire with reds and yellows and oranges in the flames. And they turned on the TV and watched You Earned It, Now Collect It, and they fell in love. That's by Cletus. So, and that's a great poem. But I guess, yeah, I don't apologize if these jokes here are actually, if these are supposed to be jokes instead of questions. I wasn't sure. I just thought they were spelled wrong, because a lot of times you get forwards and they're just like, done hastily. We got a call? Okay, this is probably one of our last calls today, because the show's almost over. Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
How's it going?
Not much. Just want to talk some Packers with you.
Packers?
Yeah, you know how the Hawks aren't doing very good?
Yeah.
I know we talked to Hawks, but, you know, the Packers are turning the season around and everything, but Holmgren's going to leave to Seattle.
Oh, he is, for sure? Or is that just a rumor? Is that just a rumor?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. But I heard Hayden Fry's going to go...
To the Packers?
Yeah. To the Pack.
That'd be a pretty good idea. Because I think Hayden Fry's a great coach still.
Yeah.
It's just he doesn't have the players to work with. And if you put him up there with, like, Favre and who else do they have up there?
Come on, Sam. You know who they have.
Brett Boone.
Just Brett Favre and Reggie White. Yeah, I mean...
Sterling Sharp, I think.
Sterling Sharp, yeah. If he comes back, they'll definitely be in good shape. But I think the problem is, I don't know, their secondary is looking... I was just a little nervous because one game I saw against the Vikings, their defense looked pretty crappy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do you like the Packers?
Yeah, I'm a Pack fan.
So did you see the game against the Vikings?
Yeah, I turned it off after Favre threw like his second pick.
Yeah, he has like 20 receptions this year.
Well, I think it's like 15.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what his problem is. I guess he probably thinks he has to do too much. He has too much pressure on him.
Well, I think he spent his off season making movies and stuff.
Yeah, I heard he's drinking again, but I don't know. I don't want to say it on the air if that's not true.
Oh, don't say that.
That's not true, is it?
I just heard about the Hayden Fry thing going to the Packers.
Okay, yeah. So that relates to Iowa City. That's kind of nice that you called in.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that definitely comes true, hopefully we'll get Hayden Fry on the show to talk about it.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool to have an NFL coach.
Maybe they could swap. Maybe Holmgren will come to Iowa City.
Was he talking about that?
I don't know. The only problem with Holmgren coming is that he might not get that good of recruits that Hayden Fry got.
Yeah, it's true. Because a lot about it's who you know, and Hayden Fry was from Texas.
Yeah.
So he knew a lot about Texas people. Because I don't know how much Holmgren knows about Texas. You know, because I don't know where he's from, but San Francisco.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
I want my thank you note from Colin.
I can get that for you.
Okay.
All right, I'll do my best. I tried to find it the other day.
Yeah.
But I looked in all the places I thought it'd be, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
But I'll look again.
Are you not supposed to talk about personal things on the air?
I know, but I understand that because that's frustrating for you.
Yeah, because that was this summer.
Yeah. The thing is, it has a stamp on it too, so and pretty soon they're going to change the price of the stamp.
Yeah.
So it won't even be good anymore.
Yeah.
So I'll go home after the show and look for it.
You're still smoking though?
Yeah.
How many packs?
Just one right now.
Okay. You cut down though?
Yeah, I definitely cut down from the summer when you last saw me.
You still smoking the Reds?
I smoke with GPCs actually now because I can't afford it.
Yeah. Well, you take it easy, Sam.
All right. Thanks for calling. All right. See ya.
Yep. Bye.
You have anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Should we just talk about?
You can talk about the coloring contest.
Okay. Sam talked about at the beginning, in case you weren't watching. It's a picture from a couple weeks ago. It's a coloring contest. If anyone wants to email us with their address, we'll send you a copy of this. You can send it in, put your name and age on it. And that's that.
I don't think we have that much time left, though. I don't know.
We don't have very much time left. And then also a newsletter we're thinking about starting. If you send us your address, we're going to have like old top 10 lists and viewer letters and stuff. And you can send in, and we'll send you a newsletter about that. Okay.
Okay, we have 30 seconds.
Anything else?
Make sure you include your age when you send in the information.
Well, I'll have the name and age on there. You have to write it on there. Otherwise, it won't. If you don't put your name and age, it won't be accepted. And
that's about all.
That's about all.
Thanks to everyone that watched and called. And then we'll see you next week. And I just want to say one more thing. This is about relating to the show. Go to see us on